A new WWE signing has been revealed. It's a pretty big one. And also, we're going to talk about this new AEW logo that has been leaked, plus so much more. You're not going to want to miss it right here on The Ango Show. Yes. All right, guys, don't forget, we got a giveaway at 100,000 subscribers for a WWE Shop replica belt. Definitely don't want to miss out on that. Feeling sunburnt. It's really nice in Michigan today, but you know the wrestling news doesn't stop coming, so here we are. Let's just jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a there's been a creative team member from WWE NXT that has left the company. And now, typically, I don't talk about news like this unless it's somebody that I'm very well familiar with, which is actually not the case in today's video. But there's actually a reason for this. There's a reason why I'm discussing this, and I want to discuss it a little bit more. So it's come out today, according to PW Insider, that one of the key figures behind the scenes at WWE NXT, Nick Bonanno, has reportedly parted ways with the company as per themselves, right? PW Insider. He's been a writer and producer for the NXT creative team since 2022, and he left following the latest round of tapings that they just had, which was basically fulfilling the rest of his obligations for the company. This is interesting for a lot of reasons because we just saw Jennifer Pepperman leave WWE's main roster. And I don't know if this is a situation where NXT writer like Nick is leaving NXT so he could go to AEW. I don't know if this is for him, having an opportunity elsewhere, but it's something to pay attention to because there clearly is a major shift in AEW where now they're starting to bring in television writers, right? It's not just wrestlers helping produce the show. So I find this to be interesting. Is this one of those situations where Nick could be leaving NXT and joining AEW? There is a little bit of speculation out there that maybe he could be making the move to AEW or another place in the industry. You never know, but that's where the speculation lies. That's the big reason why I'm discussing this, because it would be a very interesting approach for AEW after getting Jen Pepperman. Now to bring in Nick Bonanno, it would make a lot of sense, quite honestly. NXT's creative is incredibly consistent. I'm not saying you have to like it, but there's no holes in logic. There's no flaws there. They don't have that issue in that show. So obviously AEW or TNA could definitely benefit from it. That's for sure. I also think it's important to mention with NXT, how much is it going to change when a creative writer leaves? I don't know. I guess we'll have to keep watching and stay tuned. I don't think there's any one individual that is, I think everything is a team effort, right? So WWE, AEW, TNA, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Tony Khan, they have people working for them. It's a team effort. I don't think one person or losing one person changes things significantly, and that's obviously pretty important. All right, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about this new logo, AEW Dynamite. This is an image that has been leaked. It has been aggregated across the board. I saw this firsthand from Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter. Sean Ross Sapp, obviously of Fightful Select. And this is interesting, really, because I don't know if they needed a new logo for Dynamite, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if it was necessary. I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I love it. I guess that's one of the interesting parts. I mean, if we throw this up here on the screen right here, you got this Dynamite logo right here. In comparison, you guys could take a look. You guys can decide what you like more. I mean, I guess one has a little bit more identity with the colors, which has, the orange, the yellow, the purple, the blue. The one on the bottom obviously has just the text Dynamite. I don't know. This is the image that is leaked. Apparently, there might be some more. I think AEW, look, we know that AEW is set to reveal a new stage. We've discussed this several times on the channel. We've obviously had that conversation. Tony Khan has admitted it himself that after Revolution, we'll see a new stage, a new production change, whatever, which is cool. I look forward to it. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it looks great. If this is the new logo, I'm very curious to see how this show is going to look. I think it's going to be make or break for the company, quite honestly. Not the logo, but like the presentation and stuff. Because right now, AEW isn't necessarily on a hot streak. I think the product's been good, but like business-wise, it hasn't been the best. I think if you have a different transformative production value to it, I think there's a lot of people who will look at it, and perception is reality. So if the production looks really, really good with the new stage and the new presentation and the new logo and everything, maybe more people will take it seriously. I don't know. Hard to say. I'm a fan of new stages. I'm a fan of new presentations. I like when companies get involved and start changing stuff. So for me personally, I look forward to seeing what they do. I don't know if I hate this logo. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I also don't know because I see it with a red background technically, so I don't know how I feel about that. The font is fine. I don't know if I like the colors or dislike the colors. I'm not sure. I want to know what you guys think. This is the logo that's been leaked. Very, 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 very weird decision to change the logo for Dynamite. I don't know if they necessarily needed to, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Last thing I'll say about the logo too. So far, there hasn't been anything said about Rampage or Collision. So just keep that in mind. But if there is, I'll bring it to your guys' attention. So you probably should click subscribe. Nonetheless, we're going to bring it down. We're going to take you to the final topic of today's video. Tongue twister. Ladies and gentlemen, Tama Tonga has signed with the WWE. We've talked about this rumor for a while. Now it appears that it is official. Dave Meltzer has reported that the top New Japan Pro Wrestling star is headed to the company after working for New Japan for nearly 14 years. He finished up this past Saturday in a tag team match with his brother Tonga Loa, which, yeah, I mean, we saw what they did. If you watched New Japan this past week, and they beat Hikuleo and Phantasmo. Yeah, I mean, look, Tama Tonga has been rumored to go to WWE for years, so it's not necessarily shocking that WWE has picked him up. I'm not necessarily shocked that he left New Japan Pro Wrestling. I mean, a lot of people are leaving New Japan Pro Wrestling. I think Tama Tonga, it's interesting because I see people bringing up the age aspect, but if you watched, Dynamite and Rampage and SmackDown and Raw and NXT, there's just people are up there in age in pro wrestling, but the industry is different today, man. A lot of guys are safer. There's a lot of things that they're not doing today than that they were doing back then. And I think the age aspect, it really doesn't matter anymore. Tama Tonga clearly joining the Good Brothers on NXT. They're on NXT. It is very clear that that's what they're doing. It should be fun. I look forward to seeing what he's going to do. I fully expect him in NXT. Dave Meltzer has been hit or miss with his reports, but Sean Ross Sapp did confirm that this appears to be true. Pretty accurate. I'm not necessarily shocked by that. I think Tama Tonga and WWE will be fun to watch. I don't think it's a game changer. I don't think it's going to change anything crazy. But now the original Bullet Club is in WWE. So maybe WWE will, Finn Balor is part of the Judgment Day. AJ Styles is being a weirdo right now. Tama Tonga, the OC. I'm very, very interested to see how they go about it from a creative level. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget, this is the Ango Show, and I'll see you next time.